Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name's Chelsea if you're new here. If you're not new, welcome back. I appreciate you coming back. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all over all social media. I am at CCsuarez. Two disclaimers before we get into this. This is not me sad fishing. This is not me playing the victim. This is yet again me giving a great real life example of how multi-level marketing companies are cults. Second disclaimer, I just realized I look like Elizabeth Holmes. I'm not trying to get you to invest in my company. I just looked in the viewfinder and I was like, oh no. One pill to rule them all, right? Is that what she did? Is like a blood droplet? Anyways. So if this video seems chopped up, I'm sorry. I'm trying to breathe through it. I'm very anxious right now. Again, this is not me playing the victim, sad fishing, anything like that. I want to be honest with you. I pride myself on that, and I want to be able to really showcase what happens. Now, just a little bit of a refresher. So a lot of you know, my channel members know, they know, a lot of other creators know as well. Over the past year-ish, let's say 8 months, 6 months, something like that. A lot of us commentary creators that focus on anti-scam, anti-MLM, that type of sub-niche of commentary, we have been experiencing harassment from multiple people. Some of us have been doxxed. Some of us have been threatened physically, emotionally, and legally. And we're going to get into more examples in a second. I don't want to speak to anyone else's experience. But I do feel comfortable saying there are multiple other creators in this type of genre. I don't want to say this community because a lot of you know that I don't like that word, but there are a lot of people who have experienced the same things that I have. I don't know if it's as bad, but a lot of them have experienced it as well. Now, I understand that when you grow on any social media platform, it comes with people who don't like you, whether it's for no reason, for a bad reason, or just for any reason whatsoever, or a good reason. Hey, I'm very unlikable, apparently, and I'm not for everyone. I understand that. If I don't like someone, I'm not going to threaten them or write a hit piece on them that's filled with lies. We'll go over that in a minute. But I'm not going to do that because I think rationally. I'm not going to do that. Now, of course, you could say, well, Chelsea, you put these videos out about these people. It's different. And let's go over why. I'm not engaging with them. People send me content. They send me clips. They upload it to Google Drive. They share it with my email, which is linked down below. But they share that with me. And then I react to it. I debunk it. I go over it. It's used as an example. That's what I do. And then what a lot of people, and including myself, have experienced are people making ridiculous videos about you. Again, that's normal when you grow on YouTube. That's fine. I don't care. But receiving pretty crazy threats. I'm not threatening anyone. Why would I do that? I would not do that. That's disgusting. Do not do that. I don't really want to engage with anyone who I put in my videos. I don't have really any interest in doing that. No, thank you. You are an example to what I am talking about on my channel. And that's it. All right, so that is the rational way to think about it. But again, the types of behaviors that we're going to talk about today are not rational. Now, let's talk about harassment. Y'all know I love looking at definitions. Now, the actual definition for harassment is aggressive pressure or intimidation. I am experiencing that. It is aggressive pressure. And it's unwanted as well. I don't want it. I've told people to stop multiple times, and they do not. This is harassment. I could file a civil case against them. I'm not going to because I'm a public figure. So, no. Before anyone again comes and says, oh, well, you should, sue for defamation. They're not affecting me monetarily. Again, I'm a public figure, so therefore they have to check all of the boxes when it comes to a defamation case involving a public figure. So for me to sue them, they would have to, check all those boxes, one of them including that I am losing money because of them. I am not. It's fine. It's not fine. It's disgusting that they do this, but I am not being monetarily affected. So therefore, can't do anything. So therefore, it would just be harassment instead of defamation. However, most of the shit they say is false, but it's fine. Again, it's not fine. I need to stop saying that. Now, when it comes to cults, multi-level marketing, commercial cults, that's what they are. There's a term that we, the people who expose these types of things, will throw around a lot, and it's called fair gaming. Now, this was really popularized by Scientology, so you've probably heard Leah Remini, Mike Render on their podcast, on their show Scientology in the Aftermath. Whenever Scientology is brought up, a huge aspect of it that people talk about that is just outrageous is fair gaming, and this is essentially harassment. So fair game, a person or thing that is considered a reasonable target for criticism, exploitation, or attack. And now if you Google fair game, obviously that definition that I just showed you would pop up, but then this from Wikipedia would as well. So let's go ahead and read that. So the term fair game is used to describe policies and practices carried out by the Church of Scientology and other cults towards people and groups it perceives as its enemies. Founder of Scientology, L. Ron Hubbard, established the policy in the 1950s in response to criticism both from within and outside of his own organization. Individuals or groups who are fair game are judged to be a threat to the church, and according to the policy, they can be punished and harassed by using any and all means necessary. In 1968, Hubbard officially canceled the use of the term fair game because of the negative public relations that it caused, although the church's aggressive response to criticism continued. So they stopped using that term, but they still did it. They've done this with so many people. They follow people around, they harass them, they target them, they literally follow their cars, they will look through their trash, they'll send them threatening voicemails, they'll send them awful emails, they will just berate them, they'll call their employers, essentially try to intimidate to the point where they silence this person who is speaking out against them, because maybe that person gets so tired of it that they start to think, you know what, this isn't worth it. Let me just tell you, I am not the one. I will not shut up. So I do believe that whenever people act like this and are harassing you online, they are trying to intimidate you, they are trying to scare you, and they are trying to get you to the point where you're just like, you know what, I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I don't want to deal with this. Again, I am not the one. I am extremely stubborn, and I'm going to keep going. And one thing I will do as well is I will most likely document all of it, make a video about it, and guess what? You're not going to get the attention that you so desperately want because I'm not going to show your username or anything like that. Yeah, that's me being petty, but also smart. One of my channel members DM'd me. They're like, if there's one thing that I know that you'll do, you'll take a bad situation or someone treating you like garbage, someone harassing you, you'll make a video about it, you'll piss them off, and you'll make a profit on it. And I was like, you know I will. Now, what would a video like this be without receipts? So we're going to go ahead and go over some receipts. But again, I want to make a disclaimer. This is not me sad fishing. This is not me sad fishing, meaning I want you to feel bad for me. In case you don't know what that means, in case you're new here, that's fine. That's not me wanting you to feel bad. It's not me playing the victim. And it's not me, because I know I'll probably get this from some of them. It's not me weaponizing my large audience. Guys, let's be honest, there's 64,000? That's a lot of people. We could fill up a stadium. That's a lot of people. But that's not what I'm doing here. And of course, I've received pushback about that before. But again, I'm not putting out the people's names. I don't want to drive traffic to them. I always say, I've been saying it more and more and more, and I try to say it in all my videos now, do not engage with these people. I appreciate a lot of you defending me. I love you for that. I don't need you to do that. Ignore these people. And again, we'll talk about why in a minute, because a lot of them will take it too far and they'll start to attack you. And I don't want that to happen to you. I don't want you to experience what I've experienced. Another point I want to make, and just make very, very, very clear, I'm safe. I'm okay. I appreciate any concern. I'm essentially in a fortress, a tiny fortress, but a fortress. I'm very protected. My husband and I are very, very smart. We are very, very protected. When it comes to doxing and things like that, yeah, it's scary. It's very scary, especially with what my husband does for a job. He's in law enforcement. But keep in mind, my husband and I have the same outlook on doxing. So what are they going to do? Come to my house and then commit a crime? Are they going to come to my house and refuse to leave? They're going to be arrested. Are they going to try to hurt me? That's not smart. That's not smart. Don't do that. I'm not going to say why you shouldn't do that, but I will always protect myself and my husband will always protect me as well. If you refuse to leave someone's property in Florida, don't threaten me. Don't try to hurt me. Anyways, I'm trying to say the right thing so I don't get demonetized and don't have this video suppressed. Not that it even matters, but when a video is demonetized, YouTube suppresses it. They say they don't, but they do. So anyways, let's keep going. One last thing I want to bring up. When it comes to being an influencer, a content creator, a YouTuber in general, you have to kind of be ready for this. You have to be aware of this. And that's another reason why I want to put this information out there. Because not all the people who I'm going to talk about today are in MLMs. One of them isn't. I don't know. She's weird. But I just want to make that clear. There are just people who are just going to hate you. Again, you won't even know the reason and it won't make sense to you. But people who act like this are not thinking rationally. They are not thinking rationally. And that's kind of the scariest part about it. All right. Now, trigger warning before we get into the receipts and going over all of this. I don't even know how to do a trigger warning for this. Some of this stuff's creepy. It's going to give you the ick. Okay. You are most likely going to be offended by this. And keep in mind, like, there's a difference between me doing a video of like reading mean comments or like reading annoying comments. Because like, if someone's like, bitch, you got ugly lips, or like, you look like Trisha Paytas, or your voice is annoying, or you're lonely and unhappy and jealous, that's different than this that is repetitive. And like, this goes beyond trolling. This is harassment. This is past trolling. But a proper trigger warning. Again, I don't even know how to put a label on it. So there's going to be some bi erasure, some homophobia, just people being obnoxious and really rude, toxic behavior, abusive, just a lot of things. Okay. So a great first example of this, and really the first time I experienced this doing this type of content, was my video where one of the girls in Monate, I put her in a video. I'll have a little thumbnail right here for it, and I'll have a link below. But it was the fake lifestyle video. And I loved that video. I thought it was so good. It was good. It was a great video. The audio on it's garbage, but it was a good video. And I was explaining and just exposing, like, these girls are acting like they're at a spa. And they lived here too in Tampa. So I knew exactly where they were just by the looks of the apartment complex. And I was like, they're not at a spa. They're in someone's apartment. Like, they're acting like, first of all, half those bags are fake. And it took a little bit. It took a few months, but those girls found the video. They saw it. They did not like it. I was threatened a lot, especially by one of them who now on my channel, we refer to her as Voice Memo Monica. She has since left Monate. Fun fact, that year that she was harassing me so much, she made less than $10,000 the entire year. Outrageous. Like, absolutely outrageous. So that happened. And the reason we call her Voice Memo Monica, again, you can go watch that video after this if you want, but she sent me over 30, it was like 30 to 50, I can't really remember, voice notes through Instagram before 9 a.m. on a Saturday morning. Talk about time freedom. And she was like whispering the whole time. I think that may have just been like her voice, or maybe she didn't want her boyfriend to hear or something, because like he doesn't like MLMs. I don't know. It was real weird. I had a few people reach out to me and be like, yeah, I know her and him, and he hates MLMs and like knows they're a scam and wants her to get a real job and blah, blah. It was very, very, very strange. She also tried to friend request my husband, and I asked her why she friend requested him. And she said, because I thought he was cute. That video is insane. It's one of my top viewed ones on my channel. Definitely go watch it. It's completely crazy. So that was really one of the first times that I experienced that. Now, there was a good while where like I did not experience anything. Maybe I was just naive to it and just blissfully ignorant. I prefer that. I would rather just not see anything, and it's fine, whatever. And then of course we have the cease and desist that I received, actually 2 copies of it that I received in July. It was right after July 4th of last year from Jessie Lee Ward. I'm Boss Lee. She's a top promoter in Prove It. Brands herself as the #1 network marketer in the world. However, she is not. It's fine. She lives in a state of delusion. It's okay. So she sent me that, trying to silence me. I then responded by doing not only a dramatic reading of it, accidentally dropping a bunch of barbecue sauce on it, but then also by releasing essentially like a mini documentary style expose on her. That video is great too. I'm very proud of that one. Again, another one of the top performing videos on my channel. I'm just now sensing a pattern. I'm really sensing a pattern right now, is that something happens, someone tries to silence me or scare me or harass me. I sit on it for a little bit, I collect my thoughts, and then I make a video about it, and it like is a very good performing video. Maybe that will happen with this one. Who knows? Now, there has been someone who is in a multi-level marketing company who's very like anti-MLM. Most of these people just ignore us because they don't want to give us the time of day. Not only that, but they don't want to give us attention or post about us on their social media because they don't want their downlines to see. And that's the smart way for them to go. That's very smart of them to do, to just ignore us, not tag us in anything. Don't show our names, our videos, our faces, because then people will go look. People will come find us and see what we're talking about and see the truth and see what's actually happening. Now, this person doesn't do that. She also has a very, very, very small following, not follower shaming at all, doesn't matter, but it's just very funny that she comes for all of us and says that like all of our following's fake and our engagement sucks and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, girl, you have like less than 100 followers. What are you talking? Like, why are you coming for me? So weird. Also, we'll get to engagement and stuff like that in a moment once we go over a bunch of screenshots. Again, I am not going to really say that person's name because she is very vile, uses the R slur, which is, what is this, middle school? Like, that's not okay. You should not do that. She has also said a lot of homophobic comments as well, and I do not vibe with that. Actually, someone making a biphobic comment to me is what inspired this video, and you'll see why. I don't play that. I do not play that. Again, I'm not the one. All right, now over the last few months, really the last year, there was a person who was commenting on, my videos, other people's videos, whatever. A lot of times when you watch, me, you'll watch maybe Isabella or Deanna or Savannah or Hannah. Hannah just hit, like 20, she's probably about to hit 25,000 subscribers right now. She's doing amazing. Very proud of her. Proud of everyone. But Jessica Hickson, like everyone, right? So if you watch one person, you most likely watch the others. However, I had seen this person on other people's stuff as well. And it was typically always like erratic comments. And the comments got more and more unhinged, or rather more irrational. I want to keep using the word irrational and rational because I feel like that's I was about to just say a very logical, it literally mean the same thing, but I feel like that's a very like unbiased and not like petty way to phrase it instead of like you're being unhinged. Yes, a lot of this behavior is very unhinged, but the overarching theme that I want to focus on is that this is not rational behavior at all. And there's no excuse for this behavior at all. So I can't remember exactly what it was that made me block this person. I'm pretty sure she had like said something about my husband. I can't remember because if you say anything about Tony, anything negative, I'm going to block you no matter what. I don't care. I do not care. I will protect him with my life, and you are not going to disrespect my spouse or my family. And that is my family. So no. Hard limit, hard boundary. Absolutely not. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. May have been something else along those lines, but she started to be rude. And I was like, you know what? I'll give her a pass for a minute. Maybe she's having a bad day. And then she said something else. And I was like, nope, you're gone. So I blocked her on there, on YouTube. I blocked her on all of my social media. And then this was at the time that I had a podcast with another creator. That podcast does not exist anymore. And it's fine that it does not exist anymore. It's okay. We went our separate ways. That's all I want to say about it. Don't ask me further about it. Thank you. I get like 40 comments a week about it. What happened? It's done. Goodbye. But this person then joined the Patreon for that podcast that we had. And I messaged the other host right away. And I was like, I just saw that she joined. And I know I didn't ask you, but she had been harassing me and I've seen her harass other people. So I refunded her and blocked her. You don't get to have access to me if you're going to act like that. Okay. So I assume she did not like that because she wrote an article about me that I actually read a little bit off of in my last top fails video. The article is full of false information, which is very, I don't want to say alarming to me, but very interesting to me, because as a author, as a writer, as a journalist, that is your integrity. And I understand that because as a YouTuber, listen, if I'm wrong about something, tell me and I will correct it. Especially when it comes to like black and white facts, right? Like I'll make a disclaimer, I'll try to like edit something out of a video, like I'll try to fix it, I'll put a pinned comment in, right? When you're like purposely lying or misleading or telling half truths, your integrity's shot. I would never want to lose my integrity like that. And I don't think this person cares. It's very strange. So she wrote this article, and I mean, even the tagline of it, this creator is not part of the anti-MLM movement, yet she claims to be the queen. I've never claimed to be the queen of anything, except for the joke that we say from another video. It's like an inside joke with my people, with my audience, that we are the couch people and that I'm the queen of the couch people. I've never said I'm the queen of a movement. I've never said anything like that. Am I someone that I do have a larger following out of a lot of people that make this content? Sure, yeah. I'm not the queen of anything. There's no queens here. We all wear crowns, okay? That ain't it. I'm very supportive of anyone who wants to make any type of content. Go for it. Unless you're scamming someone, obviously. But hey, she used a great picture, so can't be too mad about it. All right. And then last weekend, was it last weekend or last week? Yeah, it was last week. So there's another YouTuber, Sloan. I love him. We are friends. He's such an amazing person. Go subscribe to his channel. He makes like expose content, and it's really good. So he is like right across the bridge from me, super close. So we did a video together, and we're going to do a video on my channel as well. We had a little outing to do to go like interview someone that day. I wanted him to go with me so I didn't get murdered. But we had a little outing we were doing. We're having a little day together, went to go have lunch. And so we only had time to film one thing, right? And I hadn't like put together really the video yet that I wanted to film. And now I have that in mind. So now I'm going to start planning that, and probably like next week or so, we'll film it and I'll have it edited and all that, and then whatever, right? So we put out a video. It was just an interview since I was friends in high school, classmates with someone who he makes content about because she and her husband are scammers, right? Well, on that video, first of all, a lot of the people who watch that video don't like me. A lot do though. I'm not for everyone again. It's okay. But this person, I haven't decided if I'm going to show her name yet, because technically, I mean, she's a writer, she's a public figure. I don't know if I'm going to yet though, but she then posted and said, Chelsea said she was her best friend, but now she's a classmate. Which is it? I never said that. Also, I'm sure no one else knows, Chelsea is also in an MLM. God, I can't wait to expose her. This is after she wrote that article, by the way, and after she has harassed me for months and months and months. She has everyone fooled, and she's using Sloan. Notice how he has more followers, but he's helping her. Why isn't it the other way around? It's because she's using him. Ma'am, calm down. Like, not everything is like something that has to be exposed. And sometimes it's just friends making a video together. It's okay. It's all right. So I commented, and of course other people were like, oh my God, I hear you. But I said, Taylor, I'm not in an MLM. I'm not. Like, what are you about to expose? Because if you're going to tell like more lies about me, you will be sued for harassment. Like, you should probably stop. You're going to ruin, and I know you're watching this, you are going to ruin your reputation as an author. You should stop. That's not a threat. I'm telling you, yikes, you should stop. But yes, if you continue and continue and continue, I will sue you for harassment. Not for defamation, because I am a public figure, but for harassment, because this is weird. So I said, Taylor, I'm not in an MLM. I'm not. I never said Catherine and I were best friends. We were classmates and friends. Two things can be true at once. There is nothing to expose about me. I have had to block you on every platform for harassing me, which I explained that is true. I've had to block her on everything. And I posted that on my story the other night. I believe it was last night. And I posted one, and then I got a bunch of DMs that were like this one that I'm about to show you. But I posted this one on my story because I was like, you know what? I need to talk about this. Like, I need to show it. So this person responded to me posting that and said, oh man, that's the crazy lady that went after me for saying she had some incorrect information in her article about you. I mean, she went bonkers, finding me on everything, trying to message me. She messaged my boyfriend and said that she'll find out our address. and find out who all people who support you. My boyfriend made me tell all of his FBI colleagues about her and the threats and submit my evidence that I have, literally all because I sent a message to her and my mistake for responding thinking that she was a rational person. Like, that's so sad. Like, that is so freaking sad. Moving on. One day in October, I had spent the entire day filming. When I spend the whole day filming and batch filming as I am today, my phone's on airplane mode because I don't want it to interfere with my mic. And I also just don't want anyone to talk to me at all. And I don't want any distractions as I'm moving my phone this way. I hadn't looked at my phone or anything like that. I turned my phone back on. First thing I always do is text Tony and say, okay, I'm done filming. As I do the same thing before and say, I'm putting my phone in airplane mode. I love you. I'll talk to you after I'm done filming, right? Things like that. I noticed that I had 5 missed calls from this number and I was like, who the fuck is trying to call me? And they left me a voicemail and I was like, that's weird. Okay. Like, as a wife of someone who's in law enforcement, I got nervous, right? But I got a voicemail and it was this.
Hey, CC, or is it Chelsea? Well, I just flew in. I'm here in Tampa, heading for a drive in South Tampa. You know, you might want to think about who you mess with and who you leave nasty messages for on Instagram. I advise you think really, really hard. We'll be seeing each other.
I know, creepy, right? Very creepy. So I started to think, who would have had my number? Who would have known where I live? And what have I posted? Like, who would have sent me that? Who would have tried to threaten me, essentially? Which legally, that's not a threat. Saying, I will be seeing you soon and you should be careful of what you post, that's not a threat. It is threatening. It has a threatening tone, but legally it's not a threat. Per my husband, it's not a threat. And again, I'm safe. It is fine. I tracked down who I do think it was from. I'm pretty sure it's from them because that morning I had posted on TikTok and on Instagram this video calling out a Monate girl just for blatant lies. And I made her look really dumb. I cropped out her face or I put something over it. It was fine, but they didn't like that. So I'll just roll that clip for you instead of me explaining it. I just can't. I can't with this. Breaking news. Your local shampoo dealer just leaving the courthouse after suing every mother effer that still comments pyramid scheme on her Instagram post. I got a few things to say about this. What is it with the salespeople in multi-level marketing companies recently trying to be like, I'm gonna sue you for this? Bitch, first of all, the ones that I'm referring to are in the US. We're protected by the First Amendment. I'm allowed to have my opinion. Second of all, what are you gonna sue me for? Saying that a company that you work for is a pyramid scheme? You don't own the company. Therefore, you can't sue me. You just work for it. So good. Y'all really need to learn the definition of defamation, libel, slander. In this case, it would be libel, because it's very clear that you have no idea what it means. And then my favorite point of this picture, that's not even the courthouse. So that's in Tampa, Florida. That's in downtown Tampa. I live in Tampa. I have my entire life. I'm a 4th generation South Tampian, which is pretty rare. That's not the courthouse. The courthouse is not that pretty. It used to be decades ago, decades ago. It was actually redone. I don't remember when, but it was redone and made into a hotel and restaurant. My husband and I actually took our wedding photos after our ceremony right in front of that. See, there we are, looking extra beautiful. It'll be 6 years at the end of this month. Pretty excited about it. Oh my God. Oh shit, our anniversary is in 4 days. Oh God. Yikes. Anyways, yeah, so this just shows, again, pulling back the curtain. I don't care if it was a joke or if it wasn't, but this is the same girl that's in Monate that says that she's going to sue the person who got her Instagram account taken down previously because she had to make a new one. Ma'am, this is a Wendy's. You're embarrassing yourself. Please stop. Also, look at how beautiful we are. Is it a rational response for someone calling you out for fibbing and essentially like not making you look that great on the internet and making fun of you? Is that a rational response to then have whatever guy who's near you at that point to have them call and again, not threaten you, but essentially try to scare you into silence? I don't think so. Clearly, they think that it is. Also, to mention, I have had, my address sent to me in DMs, which is scary, but it's also like, pull up. Don't come to my house. You will regret it. Do not come to my house. I just love the fact that Tony is even like, I wish someone would come to my house. I'm like, hey, babe, no. And then I'm like, pull up, let's go. Don't do it. For your own sake, do not. Just do not do it. That would be so dumb of you. Do not do that. I will make sure you go to jail or worse. So don't do it. Also, just like, don't do that to anybody, not just me. Don't do that to anybody. That's dumb. That's dumb. Don't be dumb. Don't be stupid. I have had that happen back before I quit my full-time job. I had people call. They called the customer service line for like the call center, like sales headquarters, whatever, where I worked and tried to get me fired. Never talked about that before either. And then also my husband's employer has been contacted. They all love me though. So, and also like, what are you going to do? Like, what, really, like, what's your complaint? Like, listen, I know he's an employee there and he has been for almost 10 years and like a fucking star employee. But listen, his wife, I don't like what his wife's posting on the internet. Really? That's what you're, okay. What do you think's going to happen? Just think rationally, think logically. This is going to make you look dumb and this is a waste of your time. Also, you're in a cult, call your dad. Okay. I've also had pizzas sent to my house. I actually cried about that because like they put it out to cash and it was just a way to be like, I know your address, which was creepy. But then also I felt so bad for the delivery guys because like, I was like, I'm really sorry. I never carry cash and it makes me uncomfortable. I will not carry cash. I was like, I don't have any cash on me. There's like no cash in the house. I'm sorry. Like I'm not paying for something that I didn't order. Not doing that. So that happened on a live stream. My channel members convinced me to stay on the live stream like until Tony got home that night. I've had my live streams rated before where a bunch of people will come in and say like the most horrible things. And what they're trying to do is have YouTube flag your video and flag your account, which is awful because it's like, I can't control these people or this comment section. Like what? So strange. I had to like shut down the live and then go live again. They did it 3 times that night. I think that might have been the same night that the pizza thing happened. Maybe not. I can't remember, but I like it, it's horrible. That hasn't happened in a long time, but I'm not going to say that didn't affect me because like it did. They said awful things and I don't want to repeat them, but they were like, I hope you get R-worded or like you deserve to get R-worded, and someone who is a survivor of that. Listen, I don't care if it happened 15 years ago, 16 years ago, 17 years ago, like that's rough. All right, let's get on to my favorites and most recent one. And I think like the most dedicated person, honestly. If you want to see another video of where this person has harassed people, go to Savvy Writes Books. She is great. She's wonderful. I will have her video linked down below. She did a really good video reading like the messages that she got from this person. I'll also link down below a picture that I posted on Instagram where it's like a really cute picture of me but it's a carousel. So if you flip over, you can see the just unhinged emails that this person sent me. She's the one, and a lot of you know what I'm talking about. She's the one where she said that she started out the email. She was like, I'm not pro MLM and I'm not against MLMs, but she is pro MLM. She's trying to start her own MLM and like 17 other businesses that she keeps putting like a release date for and like a launch date for, but they've not launched and they're probably not going to. Just like her threats that she makes against me and other creators. She's like, oh, there's going to be like a motion picture like about you guys. I'm making a documentary. And it's like, girl, you have 2 children. Can you please just go, like you have babies. Can you just go take care of them and leave me alone? Please. Thank you. Like insane. So we're going to go over what she has said to me in the last few weeks. I have blocked this person from my Instagram multiple times and she keeps coming back. This person has made multiple videos about me and other people. And then also she's made but in those videos, she's included stuff about like my channel members and comments that people have made like on my channel. Like it's so weird. It's so strange. So she said, so she messaged me from, again, another account that I've blocked her like 17 other accounts. How does this girl have so many accounts? It's so strange. So she messaged me and said, CC, if you continue to lie, I will formally file a police report on you. And then I have 1 year to file a defamation case against you. I'll even take you to small claims court if need be. I don't need money. You do need money to do all those things. STFU, you lying, and no one, all caps, called you homophobic. I never said that she called me homophobic. I said that other people have, either in her comment section, or I've just been shown things where they, the ominous they, and all of these people like talk to each other. I see them canoodling. They like to tussle. I have the clips stored and all the other clips of you speaking about me. Well, save this one, Bethany. And March 19th, this was actually the day that I was celebrating my birthday. At this point, I was feeling wonderful. I had just come home from the most amazing Saturday fun day ever. I was feeling fantastic. Anyways, so I was feeling myself, and that's really the only time I'll ever respond to her is when I'm just like, I don't fucking care. So I responded and said, clearly you don't understand the difference between civil and criminal cases, Bethany. Go off though. The next day, which it's that morning, it was only a few hours later, she said, LOL, I can do either and both. Clearly you don't understand. Criminal would just cement a civil. No, it's not how that works. It's literally not how that works. I know I've got quite a lot of lawyers and people who work in legal aspects or in that industry. Comment down below and just destroy this rhetoric, please. Let Isabella know I DM'd Maverick the collection, all the tea on her. There is no tea on Isabella. And that I'm willing to write a statement. Isn't what you sent an email, isn't that a statement? Like, what do you think that is? Getting sued is your future. Talk to you later or not. I don't care. Are you 5? And of course at 4 a.m., you see the trend here? At 4 a.m. I said, go for it, Betsy. You can serve the papers to my P.O. box. You really have a hard on for Isabella. It's truly adorable. All right. And then she said, LOL, y'all swear you guys are pretty or something. Isabella has the haircut of an 8-year-old and you ain't shit. Your engagement rate on IG makes me smile from ear to ear. And then hearing you say you think you're an influencer. So many laughing emojis. I'm not serving anyone unless it calls for it. Then stop threatening that you're going to do it. Either do it or don't. Release your tea or don't. Release your video or don't. Do what you're going to do or leave us alone. Thank you. Now I know Isabella has a house, so I know what to sue for if she tries to come for me. And now I know exactly what city she lives in. No, you don't. So I can call that police station and say what? Exactly. Imagine it. Beep, boop, boop, beep, beep, boop. Somewhere in Kansas police station. How can I help you? Hi, there's this girl who lives there and she's on the internet and I don't like what she's posting. Also, her ex-boyfriend kind of sucked. Not kind of, he did suck. That's why it's her ex-boyfriend. So like, can you go get her? I'd like to press charges. For what? Harassment. Is she talking to you? No, I keep DMing her and making videos about her. And you also swear you're smart. You have a community of like-minded people. Yeah. Dr. Hassan has doctors in front of it, so he must be smart. Stephen Hassan's very smart, actually. Thank you. Even though the information on his website contradicts everything you're saying. No, it doesn't. And okay, what? So weird. She said, Isabella is just your little Muppet. Oh my God, like a Muppet baby. She ain't your friend. Stop lying. If you were her friend, you'd tell her to stop putting herself in things that would get her in trouble. I'm not her keeper, and she is not mine. She can handle herself as I can handle myself. Isabella's a very sweet person. She's very smart. She's very kind. Her ex-boyfriend was a piece of shit. That's why it's her ex-boyfriend. Not was a piece of shit, is a piece of shit. That's, again, why it's an ex-boyfriend. Could you imagine if we were all judged by the character of our exes? Oh, yikes. Gross. You'd also be publicly defending her. Don't I? What? I see through you. You ain't shit. You'll come and go, babe. Influencer of what? As soon as you switch subjects, your views will plummet. You're nothing without anti-MLM. Try it for a month, I dare you. If I didn't post any anti-MLM content for a month, I would realistically be doing like deep dives on like other scams. I would, and like unethical influencer series and stuff like that. I would probably still, because of how good my, like the views that my older videos still get, I could not post for a month and still make around like $3,000. I could post not anti-MLM content and still make like a good amount, because I would still be focusing on like anti-scam, unethical influencers, stuff like that. Why would I want to switch my content if it's clearly working and I love it? That it just doesn't make sense. And yet this person says that they are an SEO expert, one of the many businesses that she has failed to get off the ground. Y'all are basic, nothing interesting about you. Isabella is making vlogs and she lives in Kansas. You lack depth, you're shallow. In Savannah Marie, well, she looks like a zombie without makeup. So she's lucky I'm not foul, because I'd really be killing it with the thumbnails. She just said that I lack depth and I'm shallow, and that I'm a basic bitch. But then she goes on to insult Isabella's hair, her content, where she lives, and Savannah's like under eyes. And Savvy writes books, LOL, what is she? I can't tell. I'd say she's the cutest of all of you if I had to choose. My response, of course, holy shit, you are a vile person. What is she? I can't tell. Smells like homophobia to me, buddy. And I said, all the police station. I meant to say call. Call the police station, girl. They will laugh you off the phone, you psychopath. I'm trying to contain myself right now. And like, I'm sure you can tell, I'm trying to contain myself so that I don't just go off, because I haven't read this in its entirety in like a minute. So, okay. So I said, no one is afraid of you, Brittany. Also, her name's not Brittany, but I just keep calling her different B names because I think it's hilarious. No one is afraid of you, Brittany. You are an unhinged weirdo who's bored with their life. Don't you have 2 kids? Go take care of them. None of your arguments make any goddamn sense. Anyone with more than 3 brain cells can see that. Call my local police station. I will give you their phone number right now. And I did. And I said, here you go. And she said, this is the part that like was all of it's a red flag, but this is the part that I was like, ew. She really is like, in my opinion, what I'm seeing from this and what other people have said too, I think she's like getting off from trying to scare people. That's weird. Getting off from like trying to make people feel like fearful, like, ugh, gross. She said, you feel safe and that sucks for you. I don't know what you don't know that you're past your prime, and your lack of personality won't be able to catch you. First of all, lack of personality, I got too much. You want to be Catherine so bad, but she's going to be laughing at you. I didn't know like what that meant, because I was like, Catherine, who the fuck is Catherine? What are you talking about? And then later on, like after I sent it, I was like, oh, I guess she's talking about Catherine McBroom. I don't want to be her. Just because I make a video about someone, I don't want to be them. Again, how does that make sense? It doesn't. That's not rational thinking. I make content exposing people. I don't like scams. I am anti-scam. I am pro consumer awareness, consumer education, consumer protection. Therefore, why would I want to be a scammer? Because they have a lot of money? No, I don't care about that. I would rather have my integrity, not saying she doesn't have a great family life or a great love life, but I would rather have all of that in my happy life and like a good income and like us doing good financially, rather than being a millionaire and scamming people. No, I'm only calling the police on Isabella for doxing. I actually have a criminal case on her. Again, that's civil, not criminal. You don't know what you're talking about. And no, you don't. No, you don't. And you, I'm waiting to build my case on you. So far, I have a civil case on you. Honey, how? You are the one who is harassing me. And it's about to get into sexual harassment. You guys are poussoirs. I don't like that word. The only reason Isabella made that video about Maverick was because she felt safe and that she wasn't going to get sued. I'm sure my arguments don't make sense to a scholar such as yourself, but you know enough to not post what I say, though. Laughing my ass off. Well, Brianna, here we are. And that's her real name. I'm not going to share her last name. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to share her first name. I'm not going to give her the clout that she desperately wants for her videos, her expose videos, that look like they're filmed on a toaster and like she's recording her voice on a potato. No, I'm not giving her that clout. Go off though, girl. I said, I do feel safe. You're right. I am safe. I don't know who this Catherine is that you speak of, but okay. You have no legal standing. But if thinking that you do makes you feel better about your boring life, then good for you. And you could be like, Chelsea, you're being petty. Gloves are off, babe. Unlike Kim Kardashian, the gloves are off. Get it? Because she won't stop wearing fucking Balenciaga and those fucking gloves. She said, oh, you just made a video about her, Catherine McBroom. You went to school with her. Okay, but I'm thinking logically here. I make videos about a lot of people. I don't want to be them. Like this girl spends so much time screenshotting and recording and doing all this shit to try to catch me doing something. And it's like, girl, if you put this much effort into the startups that you're trying to start up that are already failing because you're not getting them off the ground, she has like 7 different things that she's trying to do. Focus on those. Put your time and effort into those and not me. Because this is not productive for you. It's a dead end. Go make your weed butter cooking stuff. That's good. That's a good idea. Do it. A lot of legal hoops you got to jump through, which clearly you know all when it comes to legalities, which no, you don't. If you did, you would know that you can't take Isabella's house because she has an LLC. And you would also know that you don't have a legal leg to stand on. So, okay. She said, you guys literally know nothing. LOL sucks for you. You're going to be the laughing stock of the internet. Definitely. I'm the laughing stock of the internet. Yeah, you're over there. I'm so happy. Everything's so good. Ha ha ha. Lying through your teeth. I mean, I am generally happy. Yeah, my life's pretty good. Then she sent a picture of one of my community tab posts where I said I don't support doxing. And so I had put that one up prior to that post. I put up like a first one and I said, I don't support doxing. Don't do that. And everyone made it about Josh of the Dad Challenge podcast. It was not about him. It was about these people. It was about these people. Not about him. Nope. It was about these people. About essentially like kind of like a tease, I guess, to like this video, but also just something I shouldn't have to say. Like, clearly I don't fucking agree with doxing people. So then I took it down. And then I made this next post where I said I deleted my previous post on how I don't support doxing because a few people thought it was about another creator and it wasn't. So here we go again. I do not support doxing. Let's get more specific. I have seen accusations that I support or that I am doxing, racist, ableist, homophobic, harassing, stalking people. I am not, and I do not. Doxing and harassing is terrifying. I have been doxed and I have been threatened before. I don't want anyone else to experience that. That is true. Also, I pride myself on being an ally to all. If you think there is a way that I could be a better ally, please let me know. There you go. And she said, hey, why you delete that? Because once again, people started making it about another creator and it wasn't about him. And I don't want to have to police my comment section because people are, being mean about someone or, then asking me questions about it constantly. And I'm like, I'm done. That's it. It's not, if I post something and then delete it, it's not because I'm trying to be sneaky. I have an audience of over 50,000 people. Do you think I'd really be able to post something, leave it up for a while, and then delete it and think that I'm sneaky and that I could hide it? No. I private things all the time. I delete things all the time. It's like, here, I put it out. It's up. Okay, goodbye. Oh, well, like I don't have anything to hide. And if I am, only sharing certain things, that's for my safety and my security and that of the people around me as well. Or because I legally can't talk about something due to projects that are in place, NDAs that I've signed, non-competes and things like that I've signed. So nothing to hide. Also, leave me the fuck alone. And then she sent me another screenshot of a reels or a short that I did, which she said that like I deleted that one too. I didn't delete that one. That one should still be up. I don't know why she thinks. No, it's still there. Bitch, I'll take a screenshot of that right now. Yeah, that's still there. I don't know why she thinks I deleted it. I didn't delete that. A lot of creators delete stuff. A lot of creators, privatize stuff. I private my live streams. I have this weird idea, this weird belief. It's not that weird. A lot of people have said it that typically your live streams are going to get less views. And so I think that if I keep up a live stream for like more than a day, that it's going to mess with my analytics. And I'm a psychopath. So I don't want that to happen. Also, I don't like the way it looks on my homepage. I would rather have it just be videos. I like that aesthetic. I don't want just live streams in there. And then also with like old videos and vlogs and stuff, and, maybe videos where I said something like, there are times where, when you're a smaller creator, you might overshare and you might not realize like like about your personal life or about your family. Like, I don't want anything about my parents, anything about my siblings, like in my videos for their own protection. And it's not like they're sketchy or anything, but they are private people. Think about how many YouTubers, do you know anything about their parents? Do you know anything about their siblings? No, you most likely don't. So I have a right to privacy, and so do they. Also, some videos I just don't like the fucking like thumbnail, like how it looks. Like, you upgrade everything. That doesn't mean you're guilty of hiding something. Again, rational thoughts. So she said, laughing my ass off, all the receipts, baby. Ma'am, you have screenshots. That's not a receipt. You have a screenshot of a video that's still up. Like, I put it up. I filmed it, edited it, and posted it. It's not going to be something that exposes me. And also, there's nothing to expose. But again, it keeps going. I said, how is taking screenshots, receipts of what I posted things? See, same thing. She said, playing dumb is what you do best. Y'all are a little silent over there about my videos. Girl, you know you wake up and search YouTube for any new videos on you. You love to stalk guru gossip. I'll play pretend, laughing my ass off. And I said a lot of assumptions here. And when you are a creator, it is not healthy to look at videos made about yourself. It is not healthy to look at gossip forums about yourself. Don't do that. Don't do that. For the love of God, do not do that. That is not good. So I said, I wake up and snuggle my husband and I do the Wordle of the day. I said, I don't watch videos about me or look at those sites. I have previously, but as a creator, it's not healthy to do so. From what I've heard, your videos are very poor quality and have nothing to offer. That's what I've been told. They are full of assumptions and strange conclusions that, again, don't make any sense. And she said, I'd love to also point out that it's only homophobic when I do it. And it's not homophobic when Savvy Writes Book says I'm undercover gay to her 35,000 plus subscribers. Y'all are walking contradictions. No, it's not even that I stalk you. It's you guys are that obvious with your undercover accounts that I go on your channel and see that you have clearly been in my comments. I have never commented on one of her videos. I will never. She said, LOL, bye, joke. I said, I don't have any undercover accounts. How much free time do you think I have? She said, you guys are so funny in a sociopathic way. She clearly doesn't know what sociopathic means. I have a conscience. Yeah. I actually just ordered a book, The Sociopath Next Door. It was referred to me by Roberta Blevin. She said it was really, really good, and I need to read it. So I'm very excited to read it. I will let you know if it's really good. Trigger warning, bi erasure, biphobia, homophobia, being a dick. She said, I'm so busy, like making fun of me, saying like, bitch, I'm busy. I don't have time to look at your videos. I don't want to. Like, she said, y'all ain't even real bi. When I tell you that Tony came home right after I saw that, and I went off. And it's still right now taking everything in me not to. Because that's hurtful. Anyone who's dealt with homophobia, biphobia, bi erasure knows. That's where they get you. They get you where the getting's good. Right in the heart. So I could go off right now. I could be very vulgar. I could be very abrasive. I could be extremely hurtful. I could destroy this person's life. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to fight fire with fire. However, and I'll talk about this at the end of the video too, I think it's important to know who essentially your enemy is. It's just a phrase, but I think it's important to know who the people are who are threatening you. For instance, the person who sent me that threatening voicemail, I know exactly who it is. I know exactly who put them up to it. I know their address. I know all of that. It's important to know. Don't share it, but just know so that you can keep tabs on them and know if like the threat is developing and so that you can keep yourself safe. It's very, very, very important to do that. I know far too much information about this girl. I'm not sharing it with anyone. I don't want to. Again, that's not a threat against her. I'm just saying it's smart to do that to keep yourself safe. I'm not afraid of her. She has nothing to offer. None of these people do. They can't hurt me. Some of the little things here and there they say like that, That got to me, that you aren't even real bi. And you can kind of tell because my response was, you're done. That comment right there was what inspired me to do this video. Because I was like, you know what? People need to see the types of things that irrational people, what they will say to you to try to silence you. And it's so overwhelming, sure, but it's part of the job, yes, when you are a public figure, when you are a YouTuber, when you are an influencer, but more so when you are exposing this type of content. I am a threat to them. Not threatening them. I'm saying I am a threat to their content, to their job, to like that is what I mean. All right, so I said, is that why you hate Isabella and I so much? Because we're bi. And she also didn't understand, like, to go back to the Savvy thing, Savvy was like, but I am gay. I was like, I know, same. But also she doesn't get that it's not her saying that someone is gay, or that it's her questioning someone's gender or what they identify as. It's her questioning the validity of their sexual orientation. Like, that's homophobic. That's awful. Don't do that. Don't fucking do that. So she said, LOL, I've probably eaten more poussoir than both of you combined. This is where it turns into sexual harassment, and it's disgusting. Y'all are as fake as they come. I don't hate any of you. You guys are just a problem that I need to get rid of. And you handed me everything I ever need. What are you talking about? What? My lord. And then she sent me a link to a sketch, a College Humor sketch, how to tell if you're a basic bitch. So weird. And then she sent me a screenshot and she said, sounds so similar to what you just said. And then it was deleted. You guys are so predictable. So it's one of my channel members, actually, is who it is. And she, I guess, thinks that, I don't know, I guess she thinks that, like, it's me. Why would I hide behind a fake account? If I want to call you out, if I want to correct you on something, I will. Like, I will do that. I'm not going to go on a fake account. So weird. Also, yes, when you watch someone's content so much, sometimes you will pick up on some things that they say. And then she just keeps sending me screenshots of like her person and that person's like back and forth. I'm like, I don't care to read that. That's not me. I can't stop people from commenting on things. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to silence anyone. And then she said, and then you deleted the Erica Monez. Sorry, Erica, if I'm saying your name wrong. Erica Monez shout out. I'm built for this. You can't just admit it, which I don't know what that second part means. But yes, I did keep up that Erica Monez shout out that I did on my community tab page. If you don't know what she's talking about, because most likely you don't, Erica Monez is a social commentary creator. She posts like good like disability workouts and stuff like that that are really cool. She's an ARI affiliate, which I think is amazing. And some people don't like her content. They might think she like nitpicks stuff, but I liked some of the stuff that I watched a video that she did on me, and I respect her as a creator. I liked what she had to say. And I even told her too, I went in her DMs and I was like, hey, if you ever like want a statement from me, ask me and I'll tell you. I mean, you can just talk to me if you want. And I was like, and obviously if you ask for a statement, then obviously, yeah, you can put it in a video. And she pointed some things out in one of the videos that she made about me where she was like, this is ableist, like, well, then made some points. And at first I was like, huh? Then I thought about it more and I was like, actually, I could see that. So I listened to her constructive feedback. I took her feedback and I'm learning more shit. And I asked her too, I was like, do you have any great resources, that I can look into so that I can, change my verbiage maybe? I was like, I know this might sound weird, but like, I want to make sure that I'm being an ally to all, and I want to make sure that I'm being inclusive. So if you can share anything, please let me know. My channel members know as well. Specifically, my channel members know that I am accepting of feedback. I will take constructive feedback. If you're just being an a-hole, no. But I take your constructive feedback. I sit with it, and then I figure out, okay, is this valid? Like, do I do this? Blah, blah. And I'll fix it. Okay? There you go. The reason I deleted that post, because I gave her a shout out on my channel. I was like, hey, this might seem weird. She has made videos about me, but like this is the way to do it, Like, this is the way to do it. she's not being hateful. She's pointing things out. She's offering a different perspective. That's the way to do it, instead of posting a video and being like, she has lip injections and that's gross, and she does this and that, and the pointing out like random weird shit. And then I don't know. It's just like, I feel like you should always ask the person for a statement, you know? And I respect that she made a correction on her channel too about me, which I really respected a lot. Some people were not very nice in the comment section of that community tab post. I don't want to have to police the comment section. I don't have time to do that. And I don't want it to seem like I am allowing someone to be just torn apart for no fucking good reason. So I deleted it. There's nothing wrong with that. It's my content. I can post and delete as I want. And I said, that's one of my channel members, not me. You're so strange. If people are saying mean things about another person in a community tab section in the comments, then yes, I'm going to delete the post. And she said, that's just your community though, which you have trouble understanding. Like-minded community, an echo chamber. If you're in an echo chamber, those people will never call you out. Sure, just because you're like-minded doesn't mean it's an echo chamber at all. Just because you have the same interests does not mean it's an echo chamber at all. Thank you. She said, yeah, I'm sure you act like people just normally go around commenting like that. When you have an actual audience, they do. People stick up for you. People will engage. They do. Looking for videos you didn't even talk about. I have 50 subscribers on my channel. It was like hours in at the height of your guys' comment attack on my channel, which has stopped suspiciously. I don't know what that means. I've never watched any of her videos. I will never. I don't care to. I won't. I don't want to. Don't engage with this person. I've said many, many times, don't engage with any of these people. They are not worth your time. You are not going to get through to them. They are not rational people. They are not rational. You are not going to be able to get through to them to have a normal conversation with them at all. Okay. And also, I don't think not only does she not understand how the legal system works, the justice system, she also doesn't understand, again, she's an SEO expert. She doesn't understand how social media works. If you've watched a good amount of videos on me, some other videos, maybe not liking me too much, will typically pop up. I have a lot of people who are like, hey, this video was suggested to me. You should watch it. And it's like a video about me. And I'm like, I'm not watching that shit. Goodbye. No, thank you. No. No interest in that. I'm not going to put myself through someone just shit talking me for 30 minutes with no constructive feedback in it. No. You also have a high ego that people go around defending you fact by fact with things I didn't even mention. I don't know what that means. What a high ego. I feel like ego means that you're not going to admit that you're wrong. I've admitted I'm wrong many times. I will always admit if I'm wrong because I don't want to just look like I'm blatantly lying or spreading misinformation. So yes, I will tell you and admit if I'm wrong. So I don't think she understands as well. If you do have a trust with your audience, if they really like you, they are going to point something out that's wrong that you're saying. Or Isabella is LOL, Isabella is your rabid dog. Don't call my friend a dog. Keep that girl on a leash, okay? It's what's best for her. Isabella can stick up for herself. I'm not going to silence anyone. Sounds like you're scared of Isabella. I said these conspiracy theories are interesting. She said, yeah, they sure are. She only knew things you guys would know and didn't share. How do you know if I've shared stuff? I talk in DMs with people. I talk in live streams with people. I have a community tab or I have a Discord. What are you talking about? You don't know every single thing about my life, baby girl. I mean, neither do my subscribers or channel members, but they clearly know more than you. I'm sure you think you're smart, but there's a place that exists outside of your community that are laughing at you. Cool. I don't care. That's going to happen when you're a creator. If you have nothing to worry about, then you should be just fine. And I said, my members have access to content that others don't. And I said, you really think there's something to uncover, but there isn't. Why not focus on this amazing MLM cannabis business you've been trying to start instead of screen recording and saving all of our content? Jesus Christ. Okay. She said, interesting. Thank you for sharing this vital information. It adds up to some other issues. What information? What other issues? No, you're the one who really thinks there's something to uncover. That makes no sense. Let's be real, you have 27.5K subscribers, followers on IG. On a good day, you'll make 1,000 likes. Typically post about me and Tony, or with me and Tony, get more likes. And then pictures of like just me get, I'd say like 1,000 to like 1,300. But if y'all have noticed, I don't really post like on my grid too much. I do it like once a week maybe. And then every month I'll try to just like get out like 10 to 15 reels. I've been kind of lazy with it though. But I feel like the like views on that really show. I don't know. It's just so strange. YouTube, 62.5 thousand subscribers, barely tops 200 or 2,000 likes and 1,000 comments. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt, and that's been the consistency for a while now. You mean that's not correct English. You really have only about 4,000 loyal fans. How are you even getting that? And on top of that, you guys know little about business and MLMs. Here we go again. She's such a pro. It's like you are against MLMs or network marketing because you use them interchangeably. And if you think you'll get rid of network marketing in the age of the internet, you're just plain silly. You mix basic terms and you don't understand income disclosures and little about the industry. This is not a fact. I'm just going off of how she writes and how she's like being so irrational. I think she's on drugs and not just weed. Because like, who does this? Who does this? Oh my God. And you don't. I always think I'll watch a video of yours with something I'm unaware of, but I'm always sadly let down. You don't know much about anything. I know a lot about cephalopods. How about that? Did you know that birds' bones are see-through? It's also really interesting that she's like, oh, you have like a really low engagement rate. No, I don't. According to like back-end analytics, but then also like professional like forums and stuff and reports that like brands use and like my marketing manager uses, my engagement rate's pretty good. Like it's around 6%, which the average is 2 to 3%. This person's is essentially 0% because she has 47 different pages. But she's a business owner and an expert and knows everything about SEO. So I said, Beth, I don't think you understand how social media or the internet works at all. Correct. And she said, I don't think you do, LOL. Views don't equal fame. You're the one who's delusional. You mean who is delusional? Like the lack of proper grammar is what's killing me. So views don't equal fame. I mean, speaking logically, yeah, it does. Like what? Also, I don't like want fame necessarily. I mean, I would like more views, more subscribers. Like I would love to have a bigger platform. That's the point of social media. Like, I just can't stand when people are like, you're only doing this for views and for money. It's like, well, this is my job. So yes, I do this for money. I also love it a lot. In your world, I'm sure it doesn't make sense. In mine, it shows that you buy followers and cheat yourself through the system. No. If I was to buy followers, my account would most likely get shut down because YouTube does not play that shit at all. And that would not make sense. Followers does not equal money. Views and viewer retention equals money. So if you're buying followers, that's a waste of money. It's a waste of money. And if you're buying views, that's also a waste of money because they will click on your video, watch it for 5 seconds, and then they're done. That messes up your viewer retention. Most YouTubers know this. There are so many videos out there about this. Like so many. Do not buy followers. Do not buy views. Like don't do that. Don't try to cheat the system. It's going to end up fucking you over. Your account will get flagged real quick. Many accounts have been taken down for that. No, I've never bought followers, anything like that. You can go back on my Social Blade. Social Blade isn't too accurate, obviously, when it comes to like the money aspect, because that shit ain't right. But when it comes to like follower count and like view count, it does. But you can go back and see like there was a spike in my views and in my followers because of, and you can go on my channel and see the videos that I put out at that time. That's what I do, especially when I'm trying to see like, okay, did they buy this? Like, what are they doing? So yeah, that's it. I got I want to say like 9,000, something like that, subscribers from calling out John Cookian back in the day and on Instagram as well. And then I didn't keep making that type of content that they subscribed for, and then didn't get any views, which sucked. But it's fine. Learned my lesson. I'm doing commentary now. Also, the MLM people are watching you and keep tabs on you. Yeah, no shit. And then your small following that truly believes you. I don't know what that sentence means. If I don't know social media, would I know that Isabella has a better engagement rate than you and has less followers? Isabella also posts all the time. She does. Isabella posts all the time on Instagram. I don't. I post maybe once a week on my grid, and that's it. You're just not it. Sorry, babe. Babe. You're just the most outspoken. Doesn't mean you're right. Humble yourself. If not today, eventually so. What? Are you using Google Translator? Because this does not make sense. She has a better engagement rate than you across all platforms. No, she doesn't. That must hurt. She makes better comments and likes at 19,000 than you do at 62.5 thousand. Embarrassing. How was that embarrassing? I'm very happy for her. And also, no, that's not accurate. But also, who the fuck cares? Like, stop trying to pin me and my friends against each other. That's not going to work. I know social media. You clearly don't. And I said, Brittany, again, calling her the wrong name, which I love. Brittany, I have never purchased followers. I would not jeopardize my YouTube channel like that. It does not matter what I have to say because you are so delusional, you've already made up your mind. Go take care of your children and your failing businesses and leave me alone. I just swiped over and there's a picture of a bulldog. His name's Frank. He's so cute. Okay. And then I didn't block her. I restricted her because I don't want to see her shit anymore. And she said, I didn't say YouTube. YouTube is harder. Instagram. Other than like reels, like I don't really like try with like Instagram content. Like I like stories and reels. I post on my stories all the time. And that shit's up. I'm excited about that. But like my Instagram posts, like I don't really care. I was trying. I'll go through waves where I like try, but I just don't fucking care. No shanks. As for YouTube, LOL, your followers and engagement don't match up. Yeah, they do. Like, what are you talking about? Yes, they do. Like, what? The video I posted yesterday has 26,000 views in less than one day. Less than 24 hours, that has 26,000 views. The video from, Friday, has 29,000 views. Even the video that I posted about a wig has almost 4,000. That's pretty good. Each video from last week has over 30,000. Yeah, 30,000, or that one will by the time I post this video, but every video from last week has over 30,000 views. That's pretty good. If half of your audience is watching your videos, that's actually really good. Yeah. That's a 50% engagement rate. That's unheard of. Anyways, whatever makes you feel better, you're exactly where I want you. It'll be a motion picture. I'm busy building empires while you're busy building a trailer house. What the fuck is a trailer house? And at most a 2-story. First of all, my dream is to have like I always say the word sprawling and Tony makes fun of me, but a sprawling 1-story house over like 2 lots, like at least an acre. And I want to get a mini cow because I love cows. Cows are some of my favorite animals. Okay. We don't see eye to eye because we're not cut from the same cloth. Good luck to you. Baby, I don't need your luck. I just wanted to read all those because that person has been harassing a bunch of us for a while, but she like really tries to go hard for me, but never ends up putting anything out. Like she'll like put out a video and it's like not good, doesn't stay on topic, very poor quality, doesn't make sense. And then it's the same people who have also been harassing a bunch of us in the comment section. And like, oh my God, you're so right. And oh, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, y'all need to just go somewhere, please. It's the same bullshit, different day. But again, it all comes back to rational thinking and how these people are not rational. The point I made at the end, I said, I can say whatever, I can answer all of your questions. I can show you proof on everything that you ask or accuse me of. It does not matter. It would be a complete waste of my time. And somehow you would twist it and turn it back on me because you've already made up your mind. Savannah Marie was so nice to that girl and like tried to like speak to her just as a human, just person to person. And the girl like trolled her and then talked shit about her in an email to Savvy and was like, Savannah's so like, it's so embarrassing. Like, she couldn't tell that I was trolling her and she kept talking to me about like deep stuff. And it's like, what are you doing? Like, why are you like this? Why are you like this? So it's very interesting. Please understand that if you are exposing something, if you like actually exposing something, not just trying to scare people, people are going to try to, I hate even saying the word tear you down, but they're going to try to scare you. They're going to try to provoke you. They're going to try to troll you. They're going to try to harass you and fair game you so that you just give up, you get tired of it, you get annoyed, and you just essentially stop talking about it because you are a threat to them. I have experienced this over the last year and a half, and let's say year. It's been a year since the first instance of this with the girl with the voice notes. She finally stopped when I said, this is harassment. I've told you to stop contacting me and you will not stop contacting me. This is harassment. And then she stopped. I specifically told Brianna, Bethany, Beth, Brittany, Bartholomew, all of the B names. I told her to finally leave me alone and hopefully she does. If she doesn't, could I get an injunction against her and for harassment? It would probably take a few more months of her consistently doing that, but essentially, yeah. If any of these people continue to do this for like a few more months and I have documentation of all of it, yes, I could get an injunction on them. Am I going to? Probably not. But like I said before, it is important to know who's following you, know who's threatening you, know where all of this is coming from so you can understand, is it valid? Like, is it valid? And really what your next steps should be. Again, disclaimer, this video was not meant as a threat to anyone. Very interesting that I feel like I have to say that this video is not a threat when I'm literally being threatened. So this video is not a threat. These were just some examples of what I have experienced over the last year. There is more. The voicemail one really creeped me out. And then the calls to my past employer and to my husband's employer are obnoxious and like kind of creeped me out at first too. But it's like, you know what? Like, okay, they do that. And then what? My employer just laughed at them. My husband's employer just laughed at them. If this girl calls the police department, the police station, and is like, okay, then what? What's going to happen next? Nothing. Because there's nothing that's happening. There's nothing that's happening. It's just like with how my husband says, okay, they dox you, they come to your house, then what? Like, yeah, I understand, like, feeling that, like, lack of privacy. I get that. But also, what's it going to be followed up by? What are they going to do? Could they SWAT you? Sure, it's when they call the SWAT team and have them, like, fucking come to your house and break down your door. That's terrifying, yes. But also with, yeah, I don't know. It's just, well, I may be opening myself up to more of this by posting this video. Bring it on. Let's go. I will just continue to make videos. I will go harder on whatever MLM you're a part of, and I will just expose more. If you think that doing these types of things and threatening and harassing and fair gaming people is going to get them to be silent, you are wrong. You are pouring gasoline on an already raging fire. Continuing with the fire analogies. Don't fight fire with fire. Again, please understand, most of these types of people that I mentioned in this video and the ones that think like this, you're not going to be able to rationalize with them. Just ignore it. That's it. You can always like troll them back, but again, most likely you're just going to end up making yourself mad, if that makes sense. Like you're just going to end up wasting your own time and getting mad. Yes, sometimes it's fun to troll the troll, but this is past being a troll. This is someone who is I don't want to say a stalker, but someone who is harassing. This woman, the last one, wants to build empires. If she spent, like I said before, as much time and energy as she does on my videos and trying to expose me and my friends and the people who make this type of content, if she did that, took all that energy and all those feelings and that passion and time, if she took all that and put it towards numerous businesses that she's made all the Instagrams for and all the TikToks for that she actually has not gotten off the ground. Like she would possibly be successful with at least one of them. I don't think with all of them because the SEO, that's bullshit. No offense to anyone who does it. Like there's a good way to do it and an annoying way to do it. And I don't think she's doing it the right way. Or it's like Shopify tutorials. You can Google that. Like you don't have to pay someone to do. How is that a business? It's like bottling air. Like that's free. Please remain spicy. Stay spicy. Know how valuable you are. Continue to think rationally. Please have a rational mind. Keep those boundaries. Stay assertive. Know how important you are. You are amazing. I'm okay. I'm fine. I just wanted to be able to expose this. And keep being a baddie, okay? And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.